So when you start an ATM business, aside from when you get all your paperwork done, you get your LLC, you get your business bank account open, you get your ATM, your vendor, you get all that stuff already situated, you already know where you're gonna buy it and everything. The most important part in this whole business is location. Putting where are you going to put your ATM, right? Location, location, location. This is going to very well mean if you're going to be making $300, $400, $500 per location per ATM, or $50, $100, maybe $150 a month per location. All right, guys, that's what this video, what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about locations, which places are the best places to put them in. I'm going to walk you through on how I find my locations, and then of course how I move forward with those. This is going to be a two-step video. The first one, which is going to be this video, we're going to be talking about how to find locations, how to narrow them down, and then after that, once we start finding our locations, we're going to start either calling, walking in, and then on the second video, I'm going to show you how I talk to them, right? Whether it's going to be over the phone, whether it's going to be in person, whether it's going to be email, whatever. I'm going to be explaining to you what you should say, how you should say it. If you guys are brand new to this channel, I got a whole course, full step-by-step course from A to Z on here. Subscribe, it's in the playlist, so you can get notified on every little detail here. Let's go ahead and get into this video. So when finding locations, right? The best places to put them in. What are the best places to put them in? So first of all, you want to put them in places that have businesses that have cash only, right? Obviously, those businesses operate with only cash. So of course, an ATM makes sense where they're going to be using it frequently. Another place is going to be if you have high foot traffic, people that come in and out. There's a bunch of people that come and pass by that ATM. It's going to get used, right? Those are the good and best places you're going to be searching for locations, okay? So a couple places that I've done, that I've put them in, that I've experimented is you want to put them in barbershops, okay? Barbershops, especially if they're cash only barbershops, are going to do really well. You want to put them in convenience stores, right? Gas stations, convenience stores, even if they don't sell gas. That's a high foot traffic area where people are coming in and out, whether they get some gas, to get some candy, Cokes, whatever. People are always going to need money, right? That's a good place as well. You want to put them in dispensaries, right? Marijuana dispensaries. That's always also a really good place because a lot of those places do operate only in cash only places. And of course, it's becoming more popular and more frequent every time, pretty much day to day, okay? Best places. Also, nail salons. You want to put them in, if you can get them in a strip club, obviously that is pretty much like the gold mine, right? That is where our goal is. That's where you're going to be making your money. So of course, if you try to get them in strip clubs, also in one of those places. All right, guys? Those are basically the best places that you want to put them in to have high traffic, cash only, to be making decent, good money per ATM every month. All right, guys? So let's go ahead and jump into this computer right here. I'm going to show you how I look from. There's two ways that I generally do it. I could either call people, right? Be at my home calling people. There's all pros and cons. Or I could actually walk in to that business and talk to the owner straight in, right? There's pros and cons on both of these. The first one is going to be at home calling on the phone, okay? I do this a lot more because for one, I could actually call and go through a lot more businesses quicker than if I was actually to drive to every business, getting in and out, wasting more time, right? So that is a pro on calling people. The con, or the bad way on the whole calling people on over the phone, is that business owner doesn't really know how you look like. They can't get your vibe. They don't see that you're going to be a good fit, right? You don't really connect with him over the phone, all right? But of course, you can actually run through a lot more businesses and get some more information. Now, if you actually go and walk into a business, which is number two, right? Of course, it's going to take a lot more time because you're going to have to get in your car, get in the business, walk in, speak, whatever, go out, go to the next one, right? So you actually do not cover as much ground or much businesses compared to the phone. But over here on this side, you could actually talk to the owner, right? You could speak with him one-on-one. You can actually grab his vibe. He can grab you, see how you are. Maybe you guys have a good fit. He kind of sees you. He understands you. You could actually bring some information where he could physically see, right? Those are two ways I've been having a lot more success over the phone because I can actually do a lot more traffic. A lot of these actual businesses, they either have ATMs, they don't want to deal with that, and they just kind of hang up. That's just pretty much the name of the game, rejection, okay? So I like to do it. That's what what we're gonna talk about in this video here. How I find businesses in my local area and I basically call them up, all right guys? So let's go ahead and do that. Jump into this computer. So first place that I like to go to is going to be a couple places. I like to go to Yelp, yelp.com, okay? Pretty much is this where you can actually pick up businesses. The next one is going to be Google. So I'm just going to open up all these window screens, and the second one's going to be Facebook, okay? And I'll explain to you right now in a second. So let's go ahead and pick barbershop. So I have here that I already have some barbershops. For this example, we're going to be we're going to be targeting barbershops, okay? So we're going to be calling up barbershops, and what I like to do is I like to keep myself organized, where I like to, I have a little notebook here, and I call all these barbershops here, okay? I have them organized where I call these barbershops, I call these convenience stores, I call these nail salons, I call these night bars, and I keep myself all organized so I know who I called, who I haven't, which businesses are brand new, which I haven't called, all right? So let's go ahead and go barbershops, and I'm gonna go, of course, in my hometown, which is in El Paso, Texas. This is gonna bring up some couple barbershops in this area, and I like to target myself in sections, okay? So I like to start off on the east side, kind of east side, and then I kind of work my way towards the west side. I live on the east side, so it's a lot easier for me to refill them, go get some more traffic, or go faster when I do my refills, instead of going to one ATM that's all the way on the west side and then coming all the way back down. So let's say I want to target some barbershops here. It looks like, let's go ahead and redo this search, see if we can get some more shops in this area. So it looks like we got a couple more. What I'm looking for, I look at pictures, I look at their descriptions to see if they are cash only, okay? Of course, again, we want to see if they're cash only. If we are, definitely want to hit those up. If they have a lot of traffic, if they're new to the area, whatever the case is, okay? So let's go ahead and go with this Dynasty Barbershop Studio. What I do is I write down my, the information, the number, all that stuff. Right now they're closed, but what I do is, since they're closed, I like to look at their pictures. I go through their pictures to see if I could see an ATM in the background. Here, I don't. A bunch of haircuts here. I don't see any of that. I go down to their description and I see if they accept credit cards. Okay, they're a cash only. I don't see anything like that. Let's see, haircuts, Monday through Friday. So I don't have any of that, right? Okay, they are closed, so I'm not going to be able to call them. Let's go ahead and go on to the next one. I am still going to write them down. Let's go to, let's just pick this one. This one looks like an old style one. So East Side Barbershops, okay? Got 8 photos, but it looks like, okay, so look, check this out. This one accepts credit cards. They do not accept credit cards, so this is probably a cash-only barbershop, okay? This is one that I'm definitely want to hit if I was in the market. And I'm basically, so I'm looking at the outside, I'm looking at pictures, and again, I'm looking at to see, in barbershops, I'm looking to see how many chairs, how many barbershop chairs they have, right? The more chairs they have, the more, that means that they have more traffic, more people coming in, right? I'm looking in the background to see if I see any ATMs, right? I'm looking at the employees to see how they look like, stuff like that. Let's say I do want to actually check out this one. I want to check out the East Side Barbershop. Of course, I'm going to write them down. I'm going to call them up. But what I'm also going to do is I'm also going to look them up on Google. East Side Barbershop in El Paso, right? Maybe they have some different pictures. Maybe they have different reviews on here. So let's see. So a couple of haircuts. Looks like they don't really have a lot of pictures here. Okay. So guess what I'm going to do now? Now I'm going to take that same one and I'm going to go into Facebook. Maybe they post, because maybe this business, they post a lot more on Facebook, right? So they probably post a lot more pictures on Facebook than on the reviews, than on somewhere else. Let's see. So look, they do have some different pictures here. Not as much, but I'm just kind of seeing if they have any. Nope. So this is also a good one too. So right here in the front, Usually if they say ATM inside, ATM available, I know that they have an ATM in there. They don't have that, so this is actually a good one to call. So I would actually call them, right? In part two, in the part two video, I'm going to show you exactly what to tell them or what to say when you speak to these business owners. But this is how I find my ATMs, right? I go down the line. Let's go ahead and, so that's one. I would write that down. I would call them up. Let's look at another one. So what is this? Fortune Glory Barbershop. So it opens in 25. Looks like there's only 4 photos in here. And again, I'm just looking to see, so there's not a lot of information, a lot of detail. Looks like it is a little slow, so no ATM in the background. Let's see, so I pretty much kind of take this whole, oops, let's see, kind of go down again, masks. So they do accept credit cards. That's not a huge thing for me, right? Because again, when you start talking to the business owner, they do accept credit cards. You can even actually tell them that you can give them an incentive, since you're going to be paying the owner some cash. They could actually take a discount, so the customers could be more enticed or more willing to take cash out of the ATM, right? It's a win-win situation. The customer gets a discount, you make a transaction, you make a sale, owner makes more money, right? Because there's more transactions. So again, I would probably go into Google here. Fortune and Glory, right? Glory Barbershop. Is that what it was called? Yeah. Let's see. So different pictures. Let's see. And this is how I look at it, right? You just kind of have to run through it. It doesn't take a lot of time for you to kind of run through different websites. So check it out. So now I'm getting pictures on the inside, which is what I want. I want to see if I can see an ATM, right? If I can see anything going on, okay? Let's see. So just haircuts. Again, I'm looking in the background. No ATM. I'm looking to see if they have the front window that shows ATM. Nothing going on. But I'm starting to get more pictures. I'm starting to get a bigger vibe to see how many chairs. If there's 1 or 2, 3 chairs, or maybe 10. Okay, so it looks like it's an outside. Looks like we have a little, and this is also a good one too, because people go and get their haircuts. It looks like there's like a little restaurant, little bar there. You know, they can use some money. Definitely another one that I want to call and kind of see. So of course I'll write them down and I'll go on to the next one. And again, I will probably look into Facebook. This is how I actually search for my locations, okay? So pretty simple, pretty fast. Again, I like to do it over the phone because I can cover more ground. I can go through more businesses quicker, faster. And then once I get them on the phone, if they are interested, I could actually go and shoot over, talk with the business owner, right? Because a lot of them like to see face-to-face. They have a business and they want to make sure that you are legit, right? That you're not just some teenager or some 10-year-old that's just trying to make a quick dollar. This is an actual business, right? So in the next video, I'm going to show you what to bring, what I bring with me when I go meet business owners, what to say over the phone, how to talk to them, and of course, how to negotiate and all that stuff. But this is how you find locations in your area. Again, you want to look for places that have a lot of traffic. They're dense. The cities, you want to see they have cash only locations. Those are the best ones, okay? And you just kind of keep on going. As you keep on going into this business, you're going to start realizing and seeing in your area, okay, you know what? My best locations are in nightclubs, right? In bars, or they're in dispensaries, or maybe I make a lot more money in my convenience stores. That's where I'm going to target. But keep yourself organized in your notebook. You have a little notebook and keep yourself organized, right? These are the locations. These guys call me back. These are good. This is where I install them and so forth. All right, guys? If you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. I got a full course on here that's going to be coming out the next couple months. And you can see in every little detail what I talk about. This is one of my paid courses, and I do have this for free for you guys here. So go in and follow and go to part 2 so you can see how I talk to all these owners, and then, of course, what I bring. And we'll go on from there.